Partly to mostly cloudy skies out there this evening as you hit the hay. Waking up tomorrow morning, we're probably going to see much of the same. Here's Futurecast showing us dry overnight, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Dry out that front door as well. And for the most part, I do think many of us are going to be dry for our Monday. There's probably going to be a few spotty pop-up showers, likely late in the afternoon. Here's a look at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. These are those typical summertime pop-ups. Generally speaking, they're relatively isolated. Not a lot of folks get in on the action. Some certainly will, and then you know the drill. That sun starts to set, rain chances starting to come down. Nonetheless, watch for those afternoon into the first part of tomorrow evening. We'll do the same thing again over on Tuesday. Let's talk about temperatures. You can see just quickly at glancing at the temperature trends, we're going to go from several degrees above average to likely closer to average. In Northwest Arkansas, the average high this time of the year is around 82. So by this weekend, we'll be closer to that. Certainly tomorrow, though, we're going to be about 10 degrees warmer. In the River Valley, you'll notice, it's going to be the next couple of days are pretty warm. By Thursday, though, we're starting to see those numbers come down. It's a gradual drop, but a drop nonetheless, a bit more of a comfortable weekend on hand. We've got a bit of an unsettled weather pattern tracking our direction. And when we mean unsettled, there's going to be a pesky upper level low pressure and a stalled front just to our northwest. And meaning it's stalled, it's not moving much, which will keep daily rain chances in the forecast. Again, we talked about that 20% for tomorrow, much of the same, up to about 20 to 30% on Tuesday. The best odds for some rain is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday. At that point, Friday looks to be the day that system swings on out of here off towards the east. There still will be a chance of a shower or two come Saturday. Overall, though, this map looks a lot different than it did last night. These changes show not only increasing rain chances, but of course, naturally increasing rainfall projections. This is for the next 7 days. So between now and next Sunday, I think a lot of us are going to be on track for probably somewhere between about a tenth upwards of a half inch. That seemingly is a safe bet, but you'll notice there are going to be some folks, and I wouldn't key in necessarily on exact locations. Some of this really just depends on where those storms actually set up. I think some folks could end up seeing closer to an inch between now and next Sunday. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast. Area's only 10-day forecast. In fact, 66 overnight tonight. Those temperatures in the morning, they're also going to get a bit cooler. Next weekend, not entirely dry, but look at that. Goodness gracious, we're walking out that front door, heading to that farmer's market or going for a jog, getting the pups outside in the low to mid 60s. Afternoons only climbing into the low 80s out there. And it does look like into the following week, that trend is probably going to continue there as well. Seasons are changing, and you can see that right here on your 10-day forecast. In fact, get this. The clock is counting and ticking down on summer. Fall technically begins on September 22nd. And while I think we're probably still going to be a few degrees above average, well, perhaps we'll be a little bit closer. All right, now that's a check of your 10-day forecast.